Hey, what's up guys, it's me Spencer back here, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to build these pure SpiderMan customs. And yeah, two of these are Lego have actually made and I made improvements on, and the other two are the ones they haven't made and I use using purest pieces, so I guess let's get into it. Alright, the first one here is Miles Morales, and he was had much room for improvement because the Lego version didn't have much detail on it, so I fixed it here, and I think it looks a lot better than Lego's version. So I first just used the normal head from Miles Morales, because, you know, you can use any one, there are two, but the newest ones or the old ones, which it doesn't really matter, yeah. And then I also used the torso from the new or the old one, it doesn't really matter. And then I used the legs from Mr. E from Ninjago, because I really like the red shin pads down there, so it looks to add more red. And then the hips from I think it was a Ninjago Stone Warrior. You can, if you want, you could just use plain red ones, but I thought it kind of added a little bit more detail to the figure. So I also used the arms from the Incredibles because I like the red on top, black on bottom, and then I added some red hands. So this is probably, yeah, I worked really hard on this one. I really like the way it turned out. I think this is probably the best one you're going to get. But yeah, let's take a look at the next one. Alright, this one I had really opened my mind for. This one was the lizard, and Lego has never released a lizard. And I'm not sure why. Not even in the minifigure, but I know a lot of people use the minifigure series Dinosaur, which is a very good option. I like it for mainly the comics, but this is kind of more based off of the movies and stuff. And like the Amazing Spider-Man, if you want to recreate that. But yeah, I'm definitely pretty happy about this one. But yeah, it took me a while. You kind of had to really think about the pieces. And there's a few other options you could actually use if you're going to do this, which I'll tell you about. So the first thing we'll do is we'll hop down to legs. And this one was probably my favorite idea. I used the legs from Green Goblin because you have the purple pants, but you have like the green rips in them. So it really looks like he just kind of busted out with the lizard, which I really liked. I think it looks really, really good. And the next one I used was the torso from the minifigure series Wolf, because it looks like the lab coat is busting out. I know it is a brown, but it kind of looks similar to the dark green over here, so I just kind of went with it. And I really like it. So then I used, these two are different hands, but yeah, I picked lime green instead, but you can do any color you really want. And then I used the head from the crocodile from Chima, because I really liked a bunch of teeth with a smile. But another one I thought was really good was the green parademon from the Justice League, because it's got like the red eyes and stuff. But yeah, I really like this version. And then for the tail, I'm pretty sure the dinosaur came with a tail, so I'd use that. But if you don't have that, like I do, this is another option. So you flip it around. I used a white neck attachment, and then I used the clip pieces right here with a green 2x2 flat piece to kind of give it the tail type thing. And then you don't want to, if you position it like this, it looks kind of awkward. So you kind of just got to position it just right, and it looks like his tail. And it's actually visible, because I think the series one, you can only see it on the back. But yeah, this one, if you're going to do, this one's probably more good for display, but if you want to, do a stop motion and stuff, I'd recommend using the other version. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. It's probably the one I am most proud of, but there's another one coming up that I might be equally as, but this is comic book Mysterio. And the Mysterio we actually got was actually not very detailed. There was no arm printing, no leg printing, and it really just didn't look like the comic book one that really probably should have gotten a little better since Mysterio. You know, ever since Far From Home, we did get a few sets, but he doesn't really had a lot of sets since then, so I think it really could have done better and given him some justice. But my version, I think, looks really good. So we're going to start from the bottom here. So what I did first was this one, the Poison Ivy legs from the Lego Batman movie line, because it's got I know usually in the comics it goes all the way down, but this is probably the only way you can get the same green going down. Unless you just want to use the plain green legs, which kind of don't have leg printing. So these, I guess you can actually just kind of as boots. But yeah, it really matches nice with the pad printing down here, which I really, really like. And then next I used the utility belt from Batman to kind of simulate his big belt. And since there's no golden belts, and it was gold, I kind of opted for more yellow, which I think it looks all right. So I used these arms from the rugby player, because you got the big, before I just used plain green arms, but you got the big gauntlets on his on both of his hands, which I really like the look of, and I think it looks really good. And then I used the torso from the first one, because the one Lego gave us with the torso was good. It's got like everything you really need. And then on the back, I just used, again, the cape from that one, because you can also use the one from Far From Home, but yeah, I just really, the magenta cape really looks good. And then I just used the, this helmet piece from the sets, because I really just like the sparkly kind of look there. Let me take it off for you so you can see what I did under. But Lego gave us another head under, but it really doesn't matter what you put. Just put like a clear head like that. I kind of like the clear because you can't see it as much, but yeah, you can just plop this back on and boom, this is comic book Mysterio, which I'm really, really proud of. And let's move on to the next custom. Okay, this next one is well, I'm really, really like I said, really proud of. And okay, I can't take all the credit for this because I did get like the idea for the head up here from Mini Superheroes Today. So be sure to go check him out in your search bar. I'm too lazy to leave the link, but definitely check him out. He makes some pretty cool customs. I really like watching his videos. And yeah, I got his idea to use the head from the Iron Spider because you can get the nice golden eyes. This is the newest one. Pretty sure you can use the old one, but I'd recommend using the newest one because it's probably easier to find. And then I used the arms from the newest SpiderMan, which you can if you really want. I don't really like it as much, but you can use the ones from Homecoming because they do have the web slingers. But I mean, I know there's a new Spider-Man coming out in the CMF with the web slingers. So once that comes out, you can change these out for those because those have the web slingers. But yeah, I feel like the light blue should be a little more visible on him. So I used, I used the arms from that one because I really like how the blue kind of pops in. And I used the torso from Civil War Spider-Man. You could also use the one from Homecoming and Far From Home because you kind of had to get the dark blue and you got the little web cartridges down there. And then I added the normal blue legs at first, but there was just too much blue on him, so I added the dark blue hips to kind of add more of the blue aesthetic. And then I added the dual molded legs from the newest Spider-Man, but it's come out many other places. But yeah, I really like the way this one turned out because I think it really is okay, you can use the one from Tobey Maguire because you gotta get shinier, but I don't want to take apart my Tobey Maguire because it is very valuable and I don't want to like accidentally break it on accident, so I'm keeping it kind of intact right now. So I'd also recommend using that, but if you that one's really rare, so I'd recommend you can use the Civil War or the Homecoming. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, that's the end of this showcase. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and comment down below if you want me to do more of these showcases because I really love making custom minifigures. I've always been making them, and this is my first video on making them, so I'm just really I just really enjoy making these. I think they're really fun to make and kind of upgrade, and tell you guys how to upgrade them when Lego doesn't give you really enough printing on them, which kind of sucks. They kind of sometimes just I kind of get a little lazy and don't have printing. Well, Lego does do a really good job with their figures, I just want to say, but sometimes you can forget to add leg printing or arm printing. But yeah, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys later.